Okay,
um,
I'm recording
in
now. Show me
in the
clack.
command line. Okay. So the first thing to do is oh right, I keep forgetting. Let me reduce the size of this guy. Come on. Bring this down a little. Tell me when it's decent
I can read it,
in your
so I'm
No,
pretty
I'm just
sure it'll
talking about
be.
in the recording. Is it
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm pretty sure it'll be readable, legible in the recording.
okay, good. Just want to
Oh,
make
actually,
sure because
let me go close the door and turn on
okay.
the. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm back.
All right. Nice and comfy there.
I'm back and I'm better than ever. Yeah, I got
Okay.
my heater blanket. Okay. My cat wants to go outside. Of course. Of course. Yeah, you can go outside. Yeah, come here. Classic cat behavior.
Yes. When you're nice and comfortable, they want you to do stuff. All right. Let me just quickly do this one thing, which is okay. So let's go and just start from some basic principles here. So to install clack, there's two pieces. One, you uh there's a command line tool in clack that allows you to essentially run your 100 server. They did this really kick-ass thing. So you could just do roswell install clack. Okay, ros install clack.
Okay.
And what this does is it loads up this bin tool that you can see here called clack up. Clack up is nothing more than firing up your Huntington server to serve a particular Lisp file. So now what you could do is you could do something like this, create an asp.lisp here, and then do
Oh, I'm not sharing my screen, am I?
the following.
Um, Let me do that.
All
Allow
right, this is straight
there.
from the documentation.
So you can see mine as well.
Okay, perfect.
Um,
So now you could just create a simple vim app.lisp right now. We're not going to currently add this to the project that you're currently in, but you could totally do that if you want to. Um, And what you could do is this app.lisp is going to only hold like a simple lambda. All right. This lambda holds, and I'll talk more about the environment stuff when we start building our application. But in a nutshell, you could think of the environment kind of the uh, what's actually being requested when you are um, uh, and it has like the query string information when you actually run a curl against this guy. Okay, so
so where would I would put that in
you could put it
sample
right
web
in
app?
source if you want to in your project right now, but it's not something that needs to be added into your project. You could actually, what I did was I went up a level into the local project, at local projects directory and just created a script there. It's like a scratch thing just to show what this is about.
Okay.
This isn't something that is going to be part of our project, but it is kind of the structure in what we can actually leverage this this utility. All right. And all this is doing is it takes the environment. The environment is again the curl request. It provides like the content header and all this kind of stuff. We're ignoring that right now because it's not needed. So you could do declare ignore env. And what this lambda is literally going to do is all it's going to do is it's going to return 200 because you need to specify a. So you're using a back quote there. You need a single quote. Yeah, there we go. 200, and then you just provide the content type in the
Is
header
that
in the
a
response.
parenthesis?
Yeah, parentheses content type,
Oh, ah,
content dash type. Yeah,
yeah. Uh,
yeah,
okay.
not content, content type. Yeah, there we go. And then say that
So,
that's text slash plain. You know, typical
ah,
HTTP response stuff that you probably are already familiar with. And then
yeah.
you're returning hello clack, and hello clack is basically a list of with a single string in there. Yeah. Now you could just save this file, open up a terminal, and then just run clack up. If you actually, I'm assuming you actually have Roswell/bin in your path, but if you don't, like I do right now, I have to go in and provide that Roswell/bin. I could do clack up app.lisp.
Nope. Looks
Oh,
like I
right.
don't have Roswell in there. But I
Yeah.
could do uh, Roswell
Well,
bin clack
bin
up
clack up, and then do
app.lisp.
app.lisp, and then that will just start up, and then you could just open up your other terminal and run a curl against 5000, port 5000 by default, local host 5000, and oh, it does not actually. Oh, that's right.
Works
This
for
is
me.
one of the EW doing. Oh, yeah, that's because you're using EWW.
Yeah.
I was using straight up curl for that, which
Oh, okay.
is not.
And it didn't work for
Um,
curl?
well, localhost. Oh, wait. That's right. This is a
That's
stupid
weird.
thing. This
Do you have to say
is.
HTTP for
Uh,
curl?
yeah, that's right. I'm gonna have to do that. HTTP.
I don't know. I don't use curl. Oh, okay.
Uh, hold on. There we go. I have to
Oh,
because I didn't put 0.0.0.0 in here by default in Mac. Um, localhost doesn't automatically map to 127.0.0.1. I mean, it's there,
interesting.
but you have to it you have to curl doesn't recognize it for some reason, so I had to provide the full
Yeah, I vaguely
127.0.0.1.
remember running into that same thing with Windows
Yeah,
something, and like Linux does it differently.
yeah,
Um,
exactly. But you could see that hello clack works.
sure did.
Um, So this is one way of creating some very dirty scripts if you really wanted to actually fire up into a web service that you can test out. Okay.
Yeah, it's a
So
pretty
this
quick
is
way
an
to get that running. So where so
so what we're going to do is we're going to refactor our hunch and shoot stuff to leverage clack because it makes things like this a little straightforward, and then we can then work our way up to actually building
okay,
a start. We can start writing an application. All right.
gotcha.
Um, let's go back to our sample web app. Okay. So we saw our sample web app here. The first thing we need to do is we need to add um, clack into this. All you have to do is to add clack is you need to go and simply add it to your depends on in your top level project. Okay.
So in samplewebapp.asd.
Yeah, in sample web app.asd in another system in your system definition at the pro you need to add just clack as your dependency there. Yeah. Now we have to reload the project into our REPL because that's going to have to then pull those dependencies, right? So we have to run quick load sample web app, and then it's going to start adding clack also into our our system. There we go. I
Nope.
think you may have to turn off. Are you running still? What is it saying there? 2 levels deep. Hold on. We'll try to reset. 11 nested errors. Is it because it's waiting for a listening? Yeah, I think it's you're probably listening on the default port that Clack is trying to start a Clack server on, potentially. I don't know.
Oh
Let me
wow, that's a
see.
lot of output.
Yeah. Well, that's because it's a recursive call that ran there. Let me see something here. Uh, RAS run. Let me do a QL quick load. Sample web app. Yeah, I haven't had any issues there with Clack. Um, Try this. Get rid of, maybe on Linux you have to do this. Restart your Lisp first. Um, so I think it's slime restart Lisp. Yeah, there you go. Boom. Okay, now try running the quick load command again. Yeah. And it's still saying unbounded. What is it throwing on? You didn't actually add anything to your Linux distro. I never actually had this problem on Linux, to be quite honest. Clack was pretty smooth. Nested benefit, maximum error nested depth exceeded. It's probably trying to run a Clack server. Huh. Do you have Clack up running in a different in your terminal, or did you abort that?
Looks like I
Doesn't
aborted
look
it.
okay. It looks like you aborted it. Okay, and just make sure. Well, I don't think. I think that port 5000 is closed if you didn't interrupt it, but we shall see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Um. Okay, go back to that thing. I need to figure out what exactly is it complaining about here. It's saying that it's nesting depth for what though? Okay. Start lips within SB. Yeah, da da da. Okay. Okay. Could you move up the stack a little bit just so that I could read more of it? Um, Without interrupts body, you call with recursive lock. The back end call with lock held. Okay. And it's trying to load slime. Okay, keep moving up. This is all slime related. Keep moving up a little more. This is all swank and slime related for debugger hooks. Okay, call with binding, slime. Okay.
Wait, that's weird. Why does it have like
Okay, so
double line numbers?
it's yeah, it's starting to okay, I see. It's having trouble starting up okay, do this. Go into your ASD, try this. Go into your ASD and remove Hunch and Toot as a dependency. I'm wondering if it has a problem with the fact that you can't have Hunch and Toot, but on Linux, I mean, sorry, on Mac, we have no problem with that. Try running in Slime quick load again. Yeah.
Well, it's failing differently if it is failing.
No, it's not failing. It that means your inferior Swank is was aborted, and
Oh,
Swank is no longer connected to your inferior Lisp. So you need to restart your inferior Lisp. Um, Slime, did you okay.
I just killed the buffer.
Oh no, no, you have to do
Or
slime restart inferior Lisp.
thought I killed the buffer. Oh, it's running it in yet another buffer, I guess.
Yeah, that's how it works. And Slime runs it in multiple. You have like 5 or 6 different buffers.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Try loading up that again. There we go.
Hey,
Much
that's
better.
different.
Okay. Okay. All right. Keep going. Scroll up completely. Type simple error. Attempting to redefine the structure object class swing connection incompatibly with the current definition. I see. So there's a problem. Okay. I think I vaguely recall that
Yeah.
we were having this issue on your box with registering local projects and loading up the project. With did you fix that ASDF central registry thing that you had to do in order to be able to look at your the local projects in the Roswell directory? Because I remember us having to do that when you were running something. I think you weren't
One of the
running Roswell in your Emacs.
one of the questions that I had was, do I need to run the project under .roswell? And then you told me that there was a way to add a directory to the list of places that it will look.
Yeah, that's
And then
exactly right. So that's exactly what it's suggesting. Number 10 there, register local projects and try again, is related to the fact that it can't look up something.
I before it wasn't the issue wasn't that it wasn't finding the project. It was that I was thinking like, oh, I don't want to have to put all of my common list projects into this directory. It found the project. It just had to be in the .roswell directory. Um, and then uh, the I could have added a directory to the list of places that are allowed. Another option was to make a symlink
That's right.
for going one direction or the other to make it appear as though the project was in
Local projects, right? That's
the
correct.
right place. Um, I don't remember having an issue where the project just wasn't showing up at all, though.
Okay.
And I haven't moved
Um,
it. I know I didn't do either of those things.
okay, so just go abort, and I just would like to check before we try again. Hit
Abort
go to yeah,
9
use
or
the no number 12.
12. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh. Uh.
you could just click on it. That's the beauty of
Whoa.
what did you just do?
I meant to go into insert mode, so I hit capital A, and then it dropped me into GDB.
Yeah, I think that was a shortcut in Emacs for space bands for that
Apparently.
layer.
Oh, maybe it opened
So
up. Yeah, it opened up a different
okay, so go all
buffer.
the way up and just you could just hit enter on 12.
Wait. No, this isn't.
Keep going. Keep going.
No, this is. I'm at the top right now. It's.
You
Oh
are?
no, I'm
No,
not.
you're not. There it is. I
I
know the
okay.
slang. I've been doing this enough times, and I know where the conditions start. All right.
Oh,
So
interesting.
you just need to.
So when I hit GG, it goes to here instead
That's right.
of uh. Okay. So this one, I can just
Yeah.
put the cursor here and hit enter, I guess, or
Yeah. You should be able to do that.
okay, and then nope. Exit
No,
or
you're in. You need to do
exit
exit there. Yeah. You have
quit
to do quit. Yeah.
debugger
Done.
finished.
Now
Okay.
do a kill that. Okay, you aborted. So I think you're back. All right. So what was I saying before we got into that? Uh, do asdiff colon star central registry. No, no, no. It's a variable. You can variables do not need to have. Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Like that.
No,
So I want to see what the
star
value of it is.
you have to do star central registry.
Oh,
Central dash registry.
I see. I see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I don't think you've. Okay, go back to SLDB. I think that. Oh, you're. Oh no, it's not there. Huh? Interesting.
All right, I'm just gonna
Okay.
kill
Yeah,
and
but that's
restart.
weird. That should not. That's weird. That should have actually.
Yes.
Yeah, you see, it still was there. Why is your SLDB not doing what I expected to?
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, do central registry there and star. Yeah. Yep, there you go.
Okay, so this appears to be a live thing. This is working. Should I try this again?
Okay. Oh, so you need to put says quick dot Roswell Lisp quick
Oh,
Lisp,
yeah. Wait
but
a
it's
minute.
not. There's no local projects in here.
No.
That's kind of why I was wondering what the hell's going on. So I was like, okay, this is kind of
Oh,
what I
yeah.
figured.
Maybe we did add something to
Okay, you have to do a push
this.
new. Yeah, if you remember that in the
Push
repo.
new like that.
Push new is I think. Yeah, there you go.
Of course.
Ob Object and then place. I think is where you need to. Yeah, and then
Oh,
the
the
place
other
is the
way
path.
around.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You have to put the
And
path. The
paths look
object is the
like
path.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So
And you gotta
hash p
p
quotes
open
quotes
quote. Yeah. Slash
home
home slash
Osloy
Osloy dot Roswell
Roswell.
local project slash. Yeah,
Okay.
done.
And
Enter.
the ending slash is
Yeah.
intended to be there. Oh yeah, the other bug that I submitted to Emacs, they just sent another message on it asking for more information about it. Um, so maybe I will have another commit go into Emacs. That would be cool. This one is related to the last one was if you send files, it would send the entire path, and I made it so that it just sends the file name because like maybe the whole path has some information that you don't want to send. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then this one is uh, if you do a multi-part form, it would sometimes eat a new line at the end. If you sent a file that ended in new line, by the time it
Right,
got to
right.
the other
Mm-hmm.
end, it would that new line would be gone um, if you sent it using EWW. So I have a fix for that, and maybe that'll get in.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. A lot
Okay,
of
so
projects.
now that
Okay.
I've done that,
So now you can do this.
I
You
can do
should be able
that,
to do
and shows that. That's cool.
perfect.
The value of this expression is the new contents. That's cool.
Yep.
Okay, and
Now
then
do
now
quick
quick lisp.
load. Yeah. Yeah. Now quick load. Yeah, that. Hit enter.
Okay, it's
And what is it? Okay, so there is another one
it
that it's
printed a dot.
dealing with this. Yeah, but it's dealing with the swank connection still. So why is it talking about the swank connection? Go to the stack trace. I'm wondering where the swank connection is redefined now. Hold on, you're going too fast. We need to start from the beginning.
Ah,
Redefine def struct.
sorry. I hit. So the Vim keyboard shortcuts are,
Yeah,
I guess, overridden in this buffer.
yeah. You should be able to do meta down on the backtrace, and it should actually go and at some point open up the file. But I think I figured out what the issue is. It's related to when you're loading up clack at some
Oh, I didn't
point it's
change
trying to
any of the other
redefine. It's
any
trying
of
to
the files.
redefine.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that it's for some reason trying to redefine. Um, it's calling the S. You see that SB kernel def struct? It's happening when you're trying to load a particular facile. Yeah, there it is. Oh, I found it. It's in stack frame 5. Yeah. Okay, go to dollar. Could you go to can you do shift 4 so you could go to the end of the line? Okay. So the problem is it's trying to reload swank.facile. Why? It's already loaded. Um
I don't know. It's weird. Last time seemed things seemed to go smoothly, and there was no
Yeah,
debugging to
yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. I know, and I think I know why. It's because um for some reason the quick lisp stuff did not is not doing what you expect it to do. But okay, so I'm gonna
But
ask
hopefully, yeah.
from last week and this week, did you do anything
No,
specific to this setup?
no.
No.
I basically don't touch it in between. Like I keep wanting to, and then there's like other stuff to do,
Yeah, I understand. Like I have too many
and then we
projects
meet
myself that I need to
again.
kind of and knock out
um,
myself.
but
Um,
the upshot is, it is exactly in the same state as it was. Uh,
okay.
I
So the
hopefully,
documentation.
while while we do this, it's helping me build a mental model of how the different things relate to each other, and then I
Okay.
will be able to figure out
So
what
I can
is
tell you
wrong in the
part
future.
of this stack just
Okay.
because if you want to debug this, this is particularly interesting. So to start with, Slime is an add-on to your Lisp REPL. All right, you understand that, right? It's a library. Okay.
Okay.
Um, so
It's
Slime.
has something to do
So
with interaction with Emacs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's a
It's Emacs,
REPL,
but
and then there's Emacs.
let me explain what I mean by that because Slime and Sylvester work the same way.
Okay.
Um, you have your Lisp image, and we're developing Win Lisp. You need to be able to connect it to Emacs. You're using a client server mechanism to send whatever in the Emacs buffer into your Lisp image.
Uh
All
huh.
right. So the server piece in your Lisp image, that's called Swank. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Swank is the server in the Lisp image that gets started up when you run ROS run or when you in from Emacs. What's actually happening behind the scenes is it runs the Lisp image and then immediately there's a command to load up the Swank server to create a connection. All right. That's why you see this slime abort connection. What's happening actually is behind the scenes is it's creating essentially a pipe between in Linux, so that way Emacs can write to the pipe and Swank can read from the pipe. All right. So so that's why you see slash temp slash slime there. That's essentially the pipe being created between the two processes so that they could talk to each other. All right. That's the
And
IPC mechanism.
so it's
Okay.
using a pipe file, so that's why it's able to use different ports each time. Like this time it
Yeah.
used that port, and then
Exactly.
this time it used this port, but it's using this file,
Right.
which
So the
happens to be
Swank
the
server is
same.
listening on this port, okay? And then what Emacs does is it writes to that pipe, and then behind the scenes we read from that pipe and send it to the Swank server. Is my understanding on how all this works. All right. I haven't actually dug
Rad.
into Swank in too much detail.
That
But
seems cool. Uh,
what's important about it
I like
is
these flavor
uh,
texts.
um when you are sending commands, okay? Those commands ultimately get translated into the appropriate common Lisp command for you to get the information from common Lisp. Okay. There's also some additional infrastructure, like for example, you know the history items there. Um, common Lisp, I think by default only keeps track of the last three most recent commands that you've actually executed. So
Okay,
star, 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 and star, star, star are basically the last three commands that you've executed. Well, that's the
gotcha.
last three outputs that you've executed. Plus,
Last.
plus, plus, and plus, 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 I think is the commands themselves.
Okay.
So, what Slime did is they added an additional data structure so that way you can have infinite history. Well, up to
Yeah, I
infinite
was
history.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure Emacs will just do. It has a thing for keeping track of arbitrary
Right, right.
length history.
That's also hooked into this infrastructure. All right. So if you ever want to go look, this is why I want to see what is getting loaded. What seems to be happening, and I think why this is happening is there are two swanks that are trying to start at the same time in your same Lisp REPL, and
If
that's what's
I
causing trouble. And I don't know why that's the case. Um, so I want you to try one thing here just to test this theory.
okay,
You're in a terminal here in your Emacs window, right? Try
yep.
running ROS run, hit enter.
Oh, just Roz run. Okay.
Yeah. And now you're in an SBCL image right now directly. Try running QL quick load. Yeah. So QL colon quick load, open, yeah, and sample web app and see what happens. Ooh, okay. So what exactly is this happening now? Hunching 2 does not. Okay, perfect. That's what I expected because the fact that
Did I not
we
hit
got rid of Hunching
save?
2.
No, I hit save.
Yeah,
Oh,
you saved it, but it's because we got rid of Hunching 2. So you don't. If you add back Hunching 2, you will see uh, that this will also load correctly in that terminal window.
so
So
here should
do
I try
try
6?
retry. Just do
Oh,
0 retry because we just
wait,
fixed
hold
it.
on. Yeah, it's saved. Okay.
Yeah. Hit save.
So retry.
Oh, retry. It doesn't. I guess it you need to start from scratch. Oh, do number 3. Clear. Reset the configuration and yeah, do that.
Gotcha.
There we go.
A.
Boom. You see, the problem is with your it's with your how Emacs is talking to your slime. I don't know how to fix that exactly. I have to dig into your Emacs installation, but that's
Okay.
currently the reason why you're having trouble.
Caught
Um,
3 fatal error conditions. Caught 2 error conditions.
oh well, that's because
Interesting.
the compilation we aborted the compilation unit, and then those error conditions were the fatal ones that it couldn't find a certain file, so it couldn't compile it. And
Oh, okay.
then yeah, so it just collected all those and then gave you kind of a summary.
So this is information about when we tried to run it up here.
Exactly.
It's
That is correct.
not saying that when it when it tried to clear and redo, then it hit yet
Yeah,
more
that's
errors.
once it
It's
cleared it.
yeah,
So once it cleared it, that summary was invalid, and then it started
gotcha.
to reload everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, so
that
sample web app is running. Does that mean I should
sample
be
web
able
app,
to
no, it's
do?
loaded. It's not running.
Oh,
We haven't actually fixed anything yet.
I see.
We just added the clack dependency to this.
So
That's
if
it.
I run this, would that
Yeah.
make it start running? Or wait.
No, you'd have to start the web server itself to remember in main.lisp we created start web server,
I see.
and
So
then
I'd
we'll
have to
start running.
run this method,
Right. But
which
since we're gonna move this over to clack, we're going to comment that method out, and we're gonna start actually talking about how to actually slowly move it over.
okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm back to. So I commented it out.
Commented what out? Oh, you commented
Start
out.
web
Perfect.
server,
Okay.
and then
You are faster than I am.
I'll go look
You
at
are
your
faster than
screen. There's a
I have.
shortcut for commenting out multiple lines.
Oh, I know. I
Oh,
can do the
okay.
same thing in mine. It's just
I thought so.
it's not it's not. The only difference is in Emacs for whatever reason they are big fans of double semicolons, and the semicolon is a comment. So
Yeah, I have heard that described as levels of uh,
that's right.
like heading levels,
That is
where
correct.
a single semicolon is like super heading, like the top level, and then
That's right.
more than that is okay, which is like the exact opposite of like org mode. Or no, that's the same as org mode. It's the
That's
exact opposite
exactly the
of
same as org mode. Yeah.
yeah. Wait, what am I remember thinking, oh, that's the exact opposite of something. Well,
Okay.
okay, whatever.
So we got diverted here. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and see if I can whip this up in the next 20 minutes. All right.
Whip it
All right.
into
Huh?
shape.
Yeah, we will see. Okay. So so the easiest thing to do here is in our um new start web server that we're gonna create here. And
Alrighty.
literally we didn't have to comment that out. We could have just named this
Something different. Old.
yeah, we could have made this HT start web server, which is the Hunch and Tube way. Okay. And then this is clack start web server. All right. Um, and we're just adding the clack implementation. Okay. And what this is just starting clack up, which is what we are leveraging. And here we're going to add an app piece in our web server.lisp, which I'm going to export here just so that it doesn't complain. Um, star app. And then this app is nothing more for now, is going to be what we've defined earlier in, I'm not going to use def var for some reason. The documentation in some places uses def var for that. And the value is just what we talked about before, which is the lambda function. We're going to make this more full featured when we start adding more stuff into our application and we set up an actual proper web service. But this is
Okay.
another way of doing what we currently did, which was set
Can
up.
you can you hold on this for a second while I type out what you just typed out?
Yeah,
Um,
sure. Give me a
okay.
second here. Let me just type up all of this so this way you can just simply type
Okay.
it up very quickly by blindly looking at my screen and then not
Yeah.
look at, whatever. All right. Okay.
Hello, clack. Cool.
All right.
Can you go to the top?
Yeah, no problem.
Cool. So you are in webserver.lisp, webserver.lisp, okay. And then we export web server and app. And then app is another def parameter. App and lambda env 200 content type text plain. Oop. There. Hello clack def parameter web server. And then do you have this anymore, or should I just comment it out?
Comment what out now?
The Hunch and Toot define easy handler,
We can
since
comment
we're
that
not
out if
using.
it's no
Yeah,
longer necessary, but since we have the Hunch and Toot implementation here, the web
it won't
server def
break
parameter,
anything.
it won't break anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
So we now have two approaches depending upon which one we start um, to do this. Now, one thing that I'm going to add to this, okay, um, is
Oh,
this
okay.
is something that I forgot to do here.
A
Um,
stop.
yeah, a stop, and I'm going to
Oops.
add a stop for the other stuff too as well.
Cool.
So we're going to add all. So this way we have all four variation. Well,
Sure.
the variation to start and stop the web server, whether or not we're doing 100 or whatever. Okay, and then I'm going to also briefly talk to this while I'm going through this about clack. Clack doesn't only use hunch and toot. Clack actually uses different web servers. And for now, we're going to say hunch and toot here has our default web server that we're going to leverage. Okay. Just for our own sake. Okay. Um, but if you want to also start this in a different port, which is what I'm going to make this so that we could do this in using clack, because clack gives us that ability. Um, I'm going to actually add the port here. So this way, we can actually specify a port. Okay. So let's go ahead and reload this guy into our Lisp REPL. And I may need to also make sure that I define our stops just for the sake of being able to load it up. Stop web server. Okay, good. Okay, reload this. Let's see, what am I missing here? Compilation, web server. What is it complaining about? Oops, sorry. Can't see this. Oh, wait. Unmatched closed parentheses. Okay, I forgot to add something here. Where is abort? Give up. Yeah, abort this. Go back to this. Okay, there is. I'm missing a. Oh, that. Okay, dummy. Okay. This is.
So
This is
that
why
one,
I have to be careful. If I don't have smart parens, I'm very, very. I have to go and restart everything to
yeah.
actually go and do stuff. Let me just do one thing here. So there's two ways of loading this. You can naturally just reload the sample web app, or you could also do not that. You could do
Well, I didn't. I was watching you, so I didn't actually type out everything that you
okay,
typed
that's
out
fine.
just now.
We can. I can totally. I get that. Um, I will. Oh, dang it! Not Copilot. I don't need you effing Copilot. Um, where is inline eval? Oh, Shift Control E is what I do. Have to do Meta E. Okay, Meta E is what I need to do. Okay, this is good. All that's set up, and okay. Let's get back to you getting everything up and running, and then I'll write stop web server, and we'll call it a night. All right. So,
Cool.
um,
So you're on webserver.lisp.
right.
I have let's see, def parameter web server, def
So
parameter web
while you
server.
are typing all that up, I'm going to just mention to these other to the audience who's watching,
Yeah.
if they're listening to the stream. Clack also offers, Fukumachi being the genius he is, has created another web server that's completely non-blocking, built on top of libev, which is a C library. For folks of you, I think it's actually available on all platforms. Um,
Event
that
vector, or what is EV?
libev is for event. So it's like ePoll, I think, if I remember correctly, but it's the different type of polling for event system events.
Okay.
It's a full featured event loop. So
Cool.
it's on top of so it was the architecture is similar to libevent, but it has less limitations according to the project than libevent. It's used in a couple of GNU projects like virtual private internet. Um, there's a MMORPG called Delantra that it actually is used in some other programs. But
Gotcha.
you could think of it as an alternative to libevent, right? And
Okay.
he wrote on top of that a common Lisp a full web server.
Cool.
His goal is to actually make it the faster web server written in any programming language. So far, according to current metrics in his benchmark, he is on par with writing. It's slightly ahead compared to Go. Um,
Nice. Take that,
no,
go.
yeah, yeah, slightly
Uh,
ahead. I
could you
won't
go
say it's
to?
completely ahead.
Could you switch to main.lisp?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if I missed anything in there.
Okay.
And then I think I got all of webserver.lisp. So after main.lisp, then Okay, so you
In
got
main.lisp, we
start.
first create these little start and stops.
So you're exporting Hunch and Toot and Clack start and stop, and then in package sample web app, we create Hunch and Toot start web server, and then you're about to make Clack, or no, you made Clack start web server, and then you're gonna make stop.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll follow
So
you along,
here's
or
clack
I'll
web
watch you do
server.
that,
Okay.
and then I'll follow along.
So first, let's start up clack web server just to see what happens. All
Oh,
right,
okay.
and we'll turn off right in clack stop. Literally, stop web server for clack is I think clack colon stop. That's it. And you need to
And then a
provide the
handler.
handler, but I think the
Does
default
start
is already.
return a handler? Like,
And that's kind of what I'm assuming it does because I've seen that before. Yes, that is correct. It is, which is why we should put this as um, so stop, yeah, stop
you
handler,
have
and the
to like
handler's
save it
handler.
to a
But
parameter maybe whenever
yeah,
you
that's what we're
call
gonna do.
start.
Yeah. So what
Okay.
we'll do is for now we're gonna create set f. Let's make a def parameter server, our clack server,
Oh,
and
okay.
let's make this um, clack start web server on port uh, 5000. Okay, that's the
Okay.
default that it already starts on. We could change this if we wanted to, but right now I didn't do that. Okay,
Gotcha.
so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to first execute this inline. Okay,
Okay.
so oops, wait 1 second. Oh, right, because of the fact that I put this in sample web app dot server. There we go. Okay, there we go. And we load that. Okay, so our clack server is all set up. Let's
Cool.
do this server. It is, let's see, our server. Oh, dang it. Are you telling me that it's in use? Okay, because the stupid thing started.
I'll just make
Hold
a
on. Yeah,
5001.
hold on. Let me just make sure
Okay.
that's right.
Kill the other one.
Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
Kill.
Did I have? Yeah, right here. I
Die.
knew I had that one. Good. All right. Done. Go back to REPL. Now, if we do clack server here, you could see what are you talking about? Oh, I'm an idiot. I have to change.
Rerun.
No, it's not
Reevaluate.
rerun it. It's because of the fact that in I'm in the wrong package because I
Oh.
didn't import export the package. I have to change package. In
Is
package
I think
sample
package
web
is the
app.
same. I Another
Yeah,
name for that could be namespace. Is that
yeah,
right? Okay.
that is correct. So it's all a Slack server is interned in that. So in here, I could do really okay. Give me a second. Did I name this wrong? No, I didn't. Okay, give me a second. Stupid thing. I'm just going to go ahead and I don't like doing this, but sometimes to get the alive stuff to work, I'm going to have to export it. Okay, let me reload the project. Okay. Oh, right. Let me do this. Clack, stop. Oh, wait. Alive, save, restart, file. Hold on.
Kill.
1 second here. Common Lisp. Oh, wait a second. It's right here somewhere. Give me a second. Visual graph. I have it in Common Lisp. Um, no, that's right. Building line suggestions. There's a notation somewhere where I can actually go and reboot the damn thing that I noticed.
That's
I
cool.
think it's in. Damn it! It was problems. Where is that load? Is it in debug? Wait. Lisp image. There it is. Um, Inspector. Where are you in Lisp image? I thought that there was a way to restart in this tab. Not the packages, not the threads. Um, just go look at all the commands again here. Right, not Command Shift P. Inline. Okay. Then let me try the sample web app clack server. There it is. Okay. Clack stop server. Okay. So now we could do this again. There we go. This should all work now, as we expected. Okay. So I figured out how to start this guy. Oh, wait. Did I have... Oh, shoot. Let me start this one. This is running even in an older version, that means. Um, Address killed in threads. Oh, the current. That's what I need. Has to be called in. SP thread is the current thread is not yet in the foreground. Let me go into the threads here because we actually have the ability to do that.
Very
Threads
cool.
in here. Let's see. There's my threads. Because this is one of the nice things about a live, which is I'm becoming more and more appreciated about,
Yeah.
is the fact that they've taken the Swank API, which is full featured, and they implemented pretty much everything that the Swank API provides. Slime didn't completely. It has those abilities too, but it's just they're hidden. There are additional key bindings that you have to remember in order to actually go switch to between those windows that I
Gotcha.
didn't realize existed. So you want to get my suggestion to anybody who's watching this. You want to actually learn um, what's it? Um,
The help system, or
Not even just the help is a system. You might benefit from actually grabbing the slime reference card.
ah,
I
slime
actually
cheat sheet.
used Yeah, it's a single cheat sheet. Every Emacs
Slime
extension has
cheat
it.
sheet.
Like I always keep org mode's reference card like open in a window as I use org mode because I keep forgetting some key bindings.
Yeah, I should make myself some more cheat sheets. I'm a huge fan of. I keep telling people about the Vim cheat sheet, and I have one on my wall, and it's been really helpful. Uh, I
Okay,
should
so
I should get.
I actually managed to kill the server, which
Yeah.
and now what we could do is we could just quickly look at this guy, just for folks who haven't actually saw this, which is this structure that actually gets generated. Now all this
Oh,
is
cool.
doing and you can see it different ways. For example, in REPL history, you have the ability to know where this is defined, and in what's it? In Alive, you can actually I think, highlight this and then go to Command Shift P and say Alive, um, introspect somewhere. Yeah, inspect symbol, and it will um, it should be able to inspect it, right? Oh, cannot
Cannot
read
read
undefined
properties. Hmm.
reading name. Maybe it's because I have to highlight it. No, undefined. Cannot read properties. What is this type error nonsense? Hmm. There might be. It may not be grabbing the buffer from it, but you could still see it here. Um, all Lisp objects are living, right? So this handler object that we just saw, we saw what we could do to stop it. You just need to pass this handler object over.
To
Um,
clack stop. Yeah.
to clack stop web server, and you'll be able to stop it.
Shoot.
One of the nice things about this is this also enables you to essentially run different web servers in different threads. Just be
That's cool.
careful when you're doing this kind of stuff, just
Yeah.
because if you have a live, you have the ability to like go and check which one you have
Can
open
be
based on
very
the threads that you
confusing.
thing. But it can be very confusing, especially if you're deploying multiple web apps. All right.
Yeah.
But one of the advantages of this is you could try out different load balancing strategies, for example, in the same Lisp image if you really wanted to. And you could try different testing scenarios. Um, there is a law of diminishing return. There is the diminishing returns there when you end up doing that. That
Yeah.
I
I'll
I think you're aware of.
I'll have. Yeah, I am.
Okay,
And
so
I have to pick up there next time. I'm gonna have
okay,
to call it quits right now.
all right.
Um,
So with that, I think we're pretty much there.
pretty
We'll just
pretty
the
there.
first five
Yeah.
minutes. We'll start with Hunching to stop web server, and then we will talk about our app. We should get started on actually designing our applications. All
You're
right.
welcome, George.
All right. And then
All
I'll
right.
see you guys next week. All
See
right.
ya.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.